Hello everyone, hope we're having a fantastic Sunday. Fix that text. Today we're going to start off with our usual Golden Saucer shenanigans with Jumbo Cactpot and Fashion Report, and then we're going to continue on with 5.5 MSQ. I was hoping to get done with 5.5 and 5.55 MSQ this weekend, but I highly doubt we're going to finish everything. That being said, we're still going to get through as much as we can. And let's get started with looking at Kai's graphic for Fashion Report. Let me go ahead and pull it up here. This week it's kind of a pain, but at the same time it's really not. The easy 80 points is free because I have the Tantalus cuffs, and I have 2 soot black dyes, and then I need to go get the peacock blue dye. But if you wanted to get that 100, that'd be kind of a pain. Either way, we're gonna go ahead and I'll make a glamour plate with the Tantalus cuffs, and then we'll dye. Then I need to get the peacock blue dye from the Emulja vendor, which I believe is in Southern Thandalin. Well then, let's go ahead and get started. Let me get out the 2 soot black dye from here. Yeah, I've got 2 right here. And I need to get the specific dye. We need peacock blue. Let's go ahead and I think it's in Southern Thandalin here. So I'll have to go to Little Alamigo, and then we'll get the dye. Also, because in the Valentine's event, for the quest reward, you get a coffer for your current gender when you complete the quest. But if you go to the vendor that sells the emote, you can buy the other gender's stuff to put in your armory. There it is. I think these are the Emulja, yeah. I think I have enough rep with these guys to buy the dye. I think you only need to get like 1. Okay, peacock blue. I don't have the rep. What rep do I have with these guys? Oops, not that one. They're the lowest rep I have. Wow, okay. I guess we're not buying peacock blue from him. Let's see, what else can we do? So we can do blue. It looks like I can dye the hat will give me an extra point. I think that might be enough. Oh, I can do the hat and the gloves. I'm already doing the gloves, legs, and... yeah, gloves and legs. And then I can do chest piece and hat. Let's actually try doing that. That should give me enough. I'm actually only going to do... I think I might be able to get away with only dyeing 3 of the pieces, because I think the +2 you get from doing the exact dye would be 681 points. But first I need to go and make the glamour plate with Tantalus cuffs. Let me go ahead and do that. Alright, I also need to go ahead and put these pieces in the armory. So that if for some reason I ever become a guy again, I can use it. Okay, let's use the 20. I used this for... I ended up using this glamour plate for the thumbnail for the Valentine's event. Okay, so Tantalus cuffs. That's in armory. Be right there. Okay, let's go ahead and dye this stuff. So I need to dye... First, let me apply this. So let's dye the gloves. Then I need to do the legs as well. And then I think I should be able to get away with only dyeing the chest piece. But if we need to, I can also dye the helmet. We'll see. Looks like we might get interrupted by the 3 o'clock gate before we finish this up. But let's head over to the Golden Saucer and get our amazing fashion sense rated by Totally Not Masked Rose. Okay, first we gotta do our mini cagpot tickets. Then I can yell never lucky when we don't get a winning ticket. Oh, right, let's see. Can't be 789, let's try for 123. Never lucky. Can be 789, let's see if we get it. Apparently we are lucky sometimes. Let's see if we can do it again. Can't be 789, let's go for 123. Never lucky. Except for that time we were lucky. And then it's almost 3 o'clock, but I'm going to hit the jumbo cagpot first. Oh, the hanger's up. Let's just go do that. I can just show my amazing platforming skills. Which means I'm going to fall off a million times. Oh, wrong way. That's the other clip. That's the other platforming. I was thinking it was, is it Out on a Limb? No, that's the minigame. Amazing platforming skills, like I said. I pretty much I can imagine pretty much half of Limbs is gonna be wearing the Valentine's event outfit. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, how did that not hit me? I'm not gonna complain. There we go. Now then, let's head up the jumbo cagpot. See if we can really get never lucky. There was a post on the Final Fantasy XIV subreddit that somebody actually got. They won the jumbo cagpot after 8 years. Because I don't expect to ever win. I expect to maybe get last. Okay. No, not last tickets this time, but let's see if we can win that jump. Let's see if we can win that fashion report with our amazing fashion sense of wearing all black. I need to go and do the Emulsia rep so I can at least have access to all the ARR dyes. Or at least get it up above 2, because I think it's only 2. Okay, I think this is either going to be exactly 80 points or 1 under. Since I couldn't buy that peacock blue dye. But since I can get 2 points from dyeing 2 other pieces black, I dyed one of those black, so hopefully that'll be enough points. But again, it might be 79 instead of 80. Let's see. Yep, okay. I need to dye the glasses. Okay, let's do that. Because it's helmet, right? Yes, helmet can be dyed black. Let's try it again. This should be 80 points. It doesn't look any different. It's like all these pieces of gear are already black, except for the Tantalus cuffs. There we go. So the peacock blue dye gives you an extra 2, gives you 3 points because it's the blue and it's the exact dye that they requested. But since I couldn't get peacock blue dye, I needed to make up those 3 points somewhere. Or rather 2 points, because I believe that will give you 81. So I dyed my helmet and my chest piece black because those have a black bonus as black as well, which gives me the 2 points that I needed to make up for the +2 dye. Anyway, let's go ahead and fix my glam. Where's the dragoon? I think it's this one, actually. Oh, crud. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much, but these are going to be stuck dyed. Then again, they don't look any different. Oh, that's his dyed. Oh, yeah, I shouldn't have used this. Let's see. I don't think I have... Yeah, because that's the exact gear. I don't actually have any glamour on it. Well, I have dispellers. They're trivially cheap. Glamour, remove. Could have put it on a different one. Oh well. Now then, let's go ahead and do a couple of the challenge logs for the MGP. Just completing mini games. And then we'll head on over and continue MSQ. Go to the minion square. And go ahead and do Out on a Limb. Gotta play 3 games of this, or win 3 games of this. Come on. Come on. A little bit closer. There we go. No. Okay, that's close. Okay, one more win. Oh yeah, that's how you do it. Totally not lucky or anything. All skill. Okay, I'm not gonna go too hard on this. I'm gonna stop there. Okay, that should be the 2. See, size matters not, and from the small things. Okay. Now then, let's go ahead and continue MSQ. We need to go back to As is Law, right? Yep. Go ahead and I'll take the airship to Ishgard, then we can head over from there. You know, I remember when I finished up, go ahead and update the stream text real quick. 5.5 MSQ! I think this guy takes me to Adz's Law. Yeah. Then we'll fly on over to Estian and Alpha Node. We'll continue on. Where are they? Okay, yeah, up there. I remember when I finished up Stormblood, I was thinking that I would get an airship access because they have an airship. In Kagane, there is an airship port. I don't remember what exactly they call it, but it is. They have one, but it doesn't unlock because you can't just take it on the normal airship network, because in lore, or at least in the story, it says that Kugane is too far for airship travel, which is the whole reason we needed to take an actual, like, sea ship, and not an airship. Okay, here they are. Hello, boys. Let's go ahead and continue on with 5.5 MSQ. I don't know what possessed the Alligans to surround themselves with these chattering orbs, but the fact that they remain while their creators do not speak volumes. Sid and his colleagues always make operating these Alligan devices seem so easy. I find it hilarious how neither of them are good with technology at all. Let's talk to the restrainment node. For vengeance. The restrainment node stands poised to lend a hand, figuratively speaking. Bloop. Guiding user to terminal. This way, please. At least you boomers can understand this way, please. What? The orb wants us to follow it? How was I supposed to know that? I don't know what to tell you, Alpha Node. You might just be incompetent. So you're supposed to go up? Or inside this? Am I supposed to go in the door? No? Maybe I'm the incompetent one. Probably around this corner. Oh, yeah, they're there. This terminal appears to be similar to the one we encountered when we first set foot here. Let us hope that it will be equally helpful. Don't look at me. This is a task for you and Alpha Node. Bloop. Access granted to user Brilliant Mason and her adolescent Elizant companion. Master Mason's other companion is deemed a potential risk to safe operation and has been denied access privileges until further notice. Understandable. Let's see. According to the terminal, the central control system is presently employing software version 56.135. Dare I say which version you are employing? Why, software version 42.002, of course. Bloop bloop. Warning, errors detected in the data management system. Estimated time required to update 5 years, 1 day. It's just like Windows updates. That is rather longer than we were hoping. Are there any other options? For instance, using this terminal to operate Tiamat's restraints instead? Bloop. The proposed method is indeed an option. Please be warned, however, that the procedure may have changed as a result of the system update, and my instructions may no longer be accurate. Well, I can't imagine it will have changed all that much. As long as we pay our due attention to any discrepancies, I dare say we shall be able to muddle our way through. Don't bother trying to explain. Just tell me if we made any progress. I would say so, yes. It does, however, require that I remain here to operate the terminal. I shall inform you via link pearl once I am ready to release the shackles. It might be best if you left the spirit vessel with me. I may yet have use for it. Rest assured, I will be certain to give it to Graha Tia once this is over. Just a little more work, and Tiamat will be free. But before we go any further, there is something I would know. What Tiamat and her kin fought against the Alligan Empire, or when? Both sides were but dancing to the tune of the Asians. And it was the same in Ishgard, where they stoked the fires of conflict between man and dragon from the shadows. All that the Assassins touch turns to ash, and thus have you made it your mission to fight them. But there have been times when you tried to reach out to them instead, to find common ground. And so I must ask, what do you intend to do with Fandaniel? Will you try to reach out to him too? And a mere no, I want to understand him. I will try, yes, and if that fails, I'll remember him. Certainly, after I've wiped the smile off his face. Yeah, we'll try, but that's probably not going to work. I see little point in reasoning with the wretch, or remembering him for that matter. But perhaps that's the difference between you and me. You see the good in people, even if it be but the faintest glimmer. I only hope you do not come to rue your benevolence. You think us unwise for viewing the world thus? Far from it. That act has ever been your way, as I learned when we journeyed together with Iceheart. Yet the fact remains that there are some who view compassion as a weakness to be exploited, and there may come a time when you extend the hand of friendship only to wish that you had dealt the killing blow. So, save your mercy for those who deserve it. Well, we should be getting back to our task. If Alphanode has things in hand here, I suggest we rejoin the others. Okay. Yeah, Alphanode says he's got it. I don't quite trust him with that, but we'll go with it. I cannot deny the logic in Astidian's argument. Given all that is at stake, even the slight lapse in judgment could be the undoing of us all. Bloop bloop. Warning. Releasing dragon restraints may result in specimen loss, damage to facilities, and incineration of staff. Yeah, I mean, we kind of got that covered. Let's head on back. Curious if we're actually going to be able to release her or not. Or, like, what exactly is going to happen, because I'm not sure. So if we release Tiamat, what's she going to do? Because we're trying to get rid of her temperament, because apparently she's tempered by Bahamut. Or the primal Bahamut. But this is also lunar Bahamut? Okay, yeah, I'm just confusing myself. We'll see what happens. Hey guys, I'm back. For some reason we thought it was a good idea to leave out Alphanode to do the technology, but whatever. So the spirit vessel proved useful after all. Excellent. Is this Fandaniel truly... If this Fandaniel is truly without reason or creed, he is no better than a rabid dog. Treat with him if you must, but be ready to do what is necessary. Well, that's why you're here, Estinian. Estinian told me all is well, but nothing more. Honestly, it's like getting blood out of a stone with him. I take it from Alphanode's absence that he's needed elsewhere? Stoic nod. Well, that all sounds rather frustrating, but you got there in the end. While you were off taking notes, while you were talking to nodes, Graha and I were learning as much as we could about Tiamat's condition. Our readings confirm that her ethereal balance leans strongly towards the umbral, as was the case with the kobolds. Therefore, all other things being equal, the treatment should work. The difficulty lies in the sheer quantity of aether with which we must contend. Multiple applications of the treatment will inevitably be required if we are to reverse the effects of the tempering completely. Didn't we already completely exhaust our ether just with one treatment of mild temperament? How are we supposed to deal with this? Meaning, I'll need all the aether I can get. Thank you in advance, Alize. Although this endeavor will ask much of us, we do have one reason to be optimistic. Namely, that Tiamat shows no sign of fanatical devotion, suggesting a milder case of tempering than that suffered by the kobolds. Didn't we establish before that she's fully tempered, but she has really strong mental fortitude or something like that? Tiamat saw Bahamut as an equal rather than a god. Might that have made a difference? Now that you mention it, it very well may. It very well might. She would not have believed it necessary to defer to his will. But enough talk. It's time to put our theories to the proof. Tell Alphino to disengage the restraints. Ethereal dampers. I'm counting on you, Angelo. Aren't you the one doing the work, though? Ah, such warmth! The frost that shouldereth my soul doth begin to thaw. But what are these? Visions of days long forgotten, of war with the men of Alog. Wherefore do such baleful memories return to me now? Could it be that the process of restoring her soul to its pre-tempered state is awakening ancient memories? Or might the opposite be true? If so, by helping her to recall the past, we may be able to speed her recovery. Aurelian, she trusts you. Speak to her. Ask her to tell you of times past. An excuse to give a lore dump. Tell me of Bahamut and the Ascians. Tell me of your war with the men of Alog. Wicked, bloodthirsty creatures. Not content with their own lands, they brought fire and death to Mericidia, our home. Flashbang. The tale began when Bahamut and I left our father's side. We took wing in search of a place to make our eyrie. Beyond the southern ocean, we discovered a lush and fertile land. It would come to be known as Mericidia by the children of men, though many years were to pass before they crossed the seas. Flashbang. Upon our arrival, we were welcomed by the peaceful people of the forest kin to the trees. Surrounded by nature's bounty, Bahamut and I found a place to raise our young. Flashbang. Fascinating. This correlates with the writings of the Charlene scholar Rurusha. She posits that man first settled on the southern continent towards the end of the Second Astral Era. Correctly, it would appear. If only she were with us to hear the tale from Tiamat herself. Nerd. Again, Angelo. Flashbang! My retinas are seared. When the first children of man arrived at our shores, no foot did they set in those places over which we held domination. Such was their fear of dragonkind, and as they kept their distance, so did we let them be. Yet, as the days went by, ship after ship appeared upon the horizon, bearing even more of their brethren, who divided the vast land amongst themselves. For the time, they knew peace and prosperity, but as their numbers grew, the smaller their share came to seem, and soon they began to covet the territory of their fellows. Ere long, man fought man, blood was answered with blood, and none could see an end to the strife until one day they came to us. Recognizing our wisdom, they entreated us to intercede in their conflicts. Bahamut agreed, and with him presiding over the affairs of man, the land knew peace once more. Flashbang! Alas, those golden days of harmony, too, were fated to end. For the men of Allag slew my beloved, and I, in my rage and sorrow, heeded the envenomed words of the Ascians. The rest thou knowest only too well. But your tale doesn't have to end there. When you are free, we'll rid the world of the Ascians together, and you and your beloved will have justice. Fine sentiments, but you're almost spent. I'll keep watch from above. If the treatment fails, run. I expected him to just jump in the air. That would have been funny. Thanks for your vote of confidence. I swear, when this is over... Keep going, Alize. The magic is working. Slowly but surely, the magic is working, aided no doubt by the memories you bade her share. Wonder if you can see a Stinian somewhere. While I knew this wasn't going to be easy, no patient could have prepared me for treating a great worm. But we're close, I can feel it, and while I've only got a few more drops of aether left to give, with yours and Graha's, this will work. Then I believe I speak for both of us when I say that you may take as much as you require. Careful, I might hold you to that. Alright, here I go. Super Saiyan Porksy.
No. I'm almost there.
Didn't she just literally ask for aether? And then she was like, oh no, I can't do it on my own. Like, Alize. You could barely treat Gabu on your own. No, you couldn't even do it on your own. Yes, I feel it. The icon's grip groweth weak.
Did it work?
We won't know for certain until the shackles are removed.
Answer me this, children of man. Can my kindred be saved in like manner?
Many have been subjected to the Allagan's dark arts, their flesh irrevocably altered. For such tortured souls, I fear there can be no salvation.
My children. Should you hearken unto my call, we shall fly together once more. But should you not, I shall grant you peace. Better to die than to live as a tool of evil. You too would wish this, I know, and I shall do as I must.
When that time comes, you won't be alone. We'll stand by you.
Thou hast my gratitude, little one.
Alphino's ready. It's time.
Let's go.
Do it. And let's hope the treatment worked as it should.
My guess is that it's going to kind of work, but things aren't going to go quite as planned. Bahamut, my beloved. For vengeance and atonement, I rise.
By the gods!
She ever actually seen a dragon before? Or a worm? Alizé, I mean. I guess she's seen Bahamut.
Urianger, your timing could not be better. Understood, we're on our way. It's Bahamut. He's been sighted over Pagalthan.
Wait, wasn't that the place that are
The
involved in
largest amount of settlement in the region, at the head of a vast host, including dragons.
Arnvold and Fordola we're going to go? To that tower?
Did you hear all that, Alphino? You'd best rejoin your comrades. I'll make my own way.
Of course he will.
Our enemy awaits. Shall we?
I want to see a Stinian ride in on a dragon. That'd be hilarious. Estinian riding a dragon. No, that's cool. I'll be fine. Plenty of time to recover on the airship. Alizé. Rest. You're turning out like Thancred. While I'm sure you're desperate to join Estinian and Tiamat in battle, 'twould be wiser to gather the full strength of the Scions first. The foe we face demands no less. Let's grab the gill again. No, we're not talking about a 3-hour tour here. The Flames of War. With Lunar Bahamut bound to Palagan, I forget how they said it, Pagalthan, Graha Tia is determined to call upon the aid of your fellow Scions. I have already sent word to the others. We will rendezvous in Ul'dah at the Hall of Flames. Let us collect Alphinote and be on our way. Oh, let's head over to Ul'dah. And now Tiamat's free. I did not think when I did Heaven's Ward that Tiamat would be relevant again. Oh, just gonna take us straight here then. If you're worried about me, don't be. I got some rest during the flight, and now I'm ready. Now I feel ready for anything. First the spate of abductions, and now the attack on the Amalja homeland. What do the Telefori, I forgot how to say it, aim to achieve with all this? As I am sure you recall, our Arvold and Fordona were bound for Palgathon. I pray that they have not come to any harm. Yeah, that's what I thought. By happy coincidence, Kryl and I were in the process of conducting our inquiries when news reached us of Lunar Bahamut's return. There is much to discuss, but it will have to wait. Forget what they were. They didn't say what they were working on, but well, I'm sure we'll find out soon. Of the foe we face, we know but little. Though time is of the essence, we must not stint in our preparations, lest our haste to fly to the aid of the Amalja cost us our best chance of victory. While I'm here, I have a piece of green gear I'm gonna turn in. Alright, Thancred. Now I know some of you could do with a rest, but I'm sorry to say that the Telefori have other plans. Palgathon is already under siege. Happily, the immortal frames. Happily, the immortal flames arrived just in time to join the defensive effort, with Marshal Tarupin at their head. Just call him Pippin, dude. Well now, given the failure of the peace negotiations, I was uncertain how the Sultanate would respond. Tis good to hear that Ul'dah has not abandoned the Amalja. Abandoned them? Do we not profess to be their friends? Or did we not? Oh, okay. Papasham's actually dressed up in his armor. Your Grace. Marshal Tarupin and had made provisions for such an exigency. Okay, I need to look at how to say that. Exigency. These British words.
Exigency.
Exigency. Okay, what does it mean? A pressing or urgent situation. Okay. For such an exigency, and was ready to depart at a moment's notice. All that there was required was the agreement of the syndicate, each of whom voted in favor of intervention. That's surprising. Where's the prophet? Nor is Ul'dah alone in its resolve. The other alliance nations likewise dispatched their troops to Palgathon. Yet even with our combined strength, we shall be sorely tested, for we face not only the might of an Imperial Legion, but Lunar Bahamut and his draconic hordes besides. Tiamat's children. Fight as we may, victory is by no means assured, but not all of the omens are grim. Our forces report that despite their proximity to Lunar Bahamut, none of the Amalja show signs of tempering. I guess that's a good thing? Well, of course it's a good thing. I guess that is a plus. Strange. What primal would turn down the chance to claim new thralls? Unless it is incapable of doing so? Primals are not wont to serve a master, Ascian or otherwise. It may be that Lunar Bahamut differs in some fundamental manner from those we have previously encountered. If that were true, anyone could fight him, and Berlian and others like her wouldn't have to shoulder the burden alone. Of course, Alizé wants to fight. Be that as it may, Lunar Bahamut remains an incalculably powerful foe, whom our soldiers will struggle to best through mere force of arms. With the aid of the Scions, however, I believe they will fare rather better, assuming, that is, you are ready to take the field. And there wouldn't be much of a plot if we didn't. An airship awaits to bear you to the front. Pray set forth as soon as you are able. Stoic fist bump. Stoic nod. I, meanwhile, shall continue to coordinate our forces. Till next we meet, may the 12 bless and keep you. It was kind of her to speak to us personally. You may be certain that she has no shortage of other responsibilities. Well, I for one am inclined to do as her grace requests. Lest we forget, Arnvald and Fordola are in Pagalthon on reconnaissance. The sooner we save the day, the better their chances. Indeed, to the airship then. Well then. Let's see, if it's the Amalja, we probably need to go to Little Alamigo. Although it says to go to the airship landing, so let's head on up there. Let's see if it's actually marked on the map. I keep right-clicking like this is World of Warcraft. Zonra. So... oh, I don't know where it is. Let's just head to the airship. There they are. Lest thou wonder, I have attended to Thancred's ammunition and completed mine own preparations. I trust thou canst say the same of thine. Try as I might, I cannot fathom why the Telefori would move to attack the Amalja. If Fendaniel's objective is death and destruction, one of the city-states would surely have been a better target. No, they must have some other agenda. One encompassing the recent abductions, perhaps. Do you think Estinian and Tiamat have already reached Pagalthon? Ah, but I shouldn't know better than to speculate on the whereabouts of the Azure Dragoon. Forgive me. It is not impossible that the Telefori redirected some of the troops stationed at the tower to the front line. If so, this may all turn out to have been to Arnvold and Fordola's benefit. A good point. Given what we know, some, or perhaps even all, of the Imperial soldiers may have been tempered. If we can subdue them, we should be able to do something about that. But they would still see us as enemies, even then. That said, they wouldn't be deaf to reason, which is better than nothing. So, the Telefori have constructed buildings capable of tempering, and primals, which are not? What secrets are they hiding? Greetings, we've been expecting you. But say the word, and we shall depart for Pagalthaw at once. Yep. Dungeon time. I'm gonna do this with NPCs. Now the question is, what class should I play? Thing is, Warrior and Dark Knight, I do those on, I should really just do it as a Dragoon. I'm gonna do it as Dragoon because I've leveled up the other ones so much. Okay, so who am I gonna play with? I'm melee.
Victory will be ours.
And then he can technically tank. Grahatia can technically tank, but... so do I want Astrologian or Scholar? Well, Astrologian or Scholar, that's what they are. Doesn't really matter.
Our fates are not yet sealed.
Yeah, we'll just go with this. Alright, let's get started with... what dungeon is this? Pagalthon. Let's get started with Pagalthon. What interesting music. Alright then, let's get started. Tancred, you're the tank. You're supposed to be running in and killing everything. That's one thing with doing these dungeons with NPCs is that the DPS is probably going to be subpar.
Gloves are off.
The gloves are off, Ishtul, though. Why are you doing no damage? Need to get used to playing Dragon again. I've mostly just been playing Warrior and Dark Knight. Actually, mostly just Dark Knight. Just gotta keep weaving in a bunch of abilities. There we go. Come on, Dad Crit. I know your knees aren't what they used to be, but like, you're a tank. You're supposed to be running ahead. Okay, let's switch over to AoE. Oh good, Oriande knows who to buff. Oops, wrong button.
Thy time has not yet come.
There we go. Let's keep going. Come on, Tancred, just pull the whole dungeon. You'll be fine.
Prepare yourself!
I'm sure Urianger can heal you. I feel like I'm playing WoW with no one interrupting anything. There we go. First boss. How long is it taking us? I'm gonna be able to like LB this boss. So I actually haven't done any of these with as DPS, so it looks like Thancred isn't going to do anything until I attack. Oh. Oops. Oh, I see. You have to drop them off and then, yeah.
I will not hold back.
Hey, Thancred, it'd be nice if you could be a good tank and, like, pull it to the center so I can hit my positionals. Okay, thanks. Oops. Gonna drop it on the side. Probably shouldn't drop it right in the, and stand in the thing. Got two cheese puffs so far. Wonder how many I can collect in this dungeon. Although I'll just go ahead and LB. Since there's no reason to wait. Just as far as I can tell. Oh, thanks for the delay.
I will not
Drop it
hold
over
back.
here. Oh, there we go. How am I? Okay, I'm confused. Why didn't it drop? Oh well, I'll figure it out eventually. This is the one thing about doing dungeons with NPCs. If you die, the whole party wipes. Oh well. Run back through. Do the salty run back. They rubber band to you. So how do I get it to drop those lampposts? Or do I have to walk over to one of the lampposts to put the charge onto it? That's probably how it works. Okay, I see the lampposts are stationary here now. Which means I probably have to bring it over to one of them. Yeah, I had to actually drop it on one of the lampposts.
Your guard up.
Let's not stand on it this time. That's much bigger than I remember it being. Oh, that's because it's a bigger orb. Okay.
I will not hold back.
Dad crit, you're putting it right on me. No, I need to run to the right pole, which I think even then I didn't run to the right pole. I believe there's 4 poles available for each of the party members. And I wasn't running to the right one. Okay, there's a pole over here I can use. Okay, this is going much better than last time. End up wasting the LB, but it's not like there's anyone else in the party that would get mad at me. There we go. Got some new shoes. Those don't look bad. Those don't look too bad. Is that the Ashford Dragoon? What took you so long?
Let's split up.
Estinian, please. At least I have a decent amount of AoE abilities, or at least like a decent rotation to do for this. Unfortunately, it's not near as satisfying as like Art of War for Scholar. Or like pretty much every other AoE in the game. Even like the Samurai AoE is a lot more satisfying.
I will not hold back.
I'd hope you wouldn't, Ishtola. Got another pack here. Let's take him down.
Prepare yourself.
Switch over to the higher health target. Switch to the higher health target and starts to do single target damage on him. There we go. There's a treasure coffer here.
Oh, no, you don't.
Well, that's Tiamat. I'm like, do I need to dodge that? Nope, we're fine. Let's see, head to the right. We're beginning of the second boss now. Or sometime soon. A she device, I've seen that attack in a different worm. There we go. Let's get this treasure coffer too. Get another necklace I'm never gonna use.
Prepare yourself.
This would be a good time for Y'shtola to LB. Probably move over. Come on, guys, you got arm's length. Gotta move up. Yeah, then I'll LB this
I
guy.
will not hold back.
Okay, this is an annoying boss fight. Oh no, slow-moving projectiles. Whatever will I do? Oops. Right in the beam. At least it didn't kill me. Gonna head back up. Yep. It'll be this time.
This is going to leave a mark.
Good LB this time. Wow, that thing does not have much health. Nice, we made it. I wonder if we would have made it if I hadn't LB'd there. Pull just circulative aiming. Or not pull, just... It's for archers. For range DPS. Oh, it looks like we got some more company.
This is going to leave a mark.
Shelly, you could just come over here. You try and whittle down some of the lower health, the higher health enemies. So that everything dies at roughly the same time. Hello, Tiamat. Oh, there's the tower. What's wrong button? Nice of Tiamat to actually do damage. Ishtola, I'm talking to you. I'll hold on to my abilities for the next pack. Oops, I thought that was Tiamat, but no, it's not.
My time has not yet come.
Okay, let's whittle this guy down. Since the other two are a bit, are lower.
I will not hold back.
There we go. Tiamat completely destroying everything. Oh, there's still some left. Didn't even see these little guys. Notice how when I start attacking, everything starts dying. I mean, I know it's my specialty, but still. Oh, now we're just facing Lunar Bahamut? Okay. I mean, after Estinian weakens it for us, right? It's really cool to see Estinian fighting with dragons instead of just against them. Alright then, let's fight Lunar Bahamut. This way. Let me get that treasure coffer first. Let's fight and then let's take him down. Pretty cool looking, pretty cool, set piece there.
Prepare yourself.
Everyone's heading over here. We've got a triple stack. Save up for LB2. Yeah, we gotta run over here. That's a bit annoying. But yeah. Anchored, you can stop standing in it. You don't have to stand in it.
Keep your guard up.
Oh, okay, I see. We'll wait and see if we can LB2 later. because the last ones that popped up was over here. And we'll run over here because that one just exploded. Now we're good.
This is going to leave a mark.
Gonna probably be in the center again. Yep, there it is. Or not? No, no, no. The safe spot's over here. On the edges. To actually try and hit my positionals instead of just popping true north. I feel like I should just go ahead and use the LB. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and LB. I don't want to though. Yeah, I should have just LB'd. Oh well. We're done. But I just cap out on tombstones? Oops. Or tombstones? I didn't think I was that high. That dungeon was fine. I think it would have been a bit better if I had people that could actually do DPS. Again, looking at you, you're still... Yeah, apparently I'm capped out on poetics. Tombstones. Want some shorts? I need to go spend those later. Can buy some more samurai, level 60 samurai gear. Children of man, the shade of my beloved is no more, and I shall forever be in your debt. By the deeds are we set free, and free we shall remain, as long as I draw breath. Never again shall the dragons of Mericidia hearken to the lies of the Asians. This I vow.
Noble warriors, the dragons chose their friends well. Long have our peoples waged war, but no more. Your fallen lie beside our own. By our words and deeds shall we honor their sacrifice.
You would make peace with Ul'dah, then? We would be proud to call you our allies. Then let us put the past behind us.
The enemy of our enemy is our friend. And you have proven yourselves worthy of our trust. It is the Garleans who are deserving of our fury. I shall see that my brethren learn the truth of this day, and rally as many as possible to the cause, till we meet again.
And thus did we make allies of the Amalja.
It would certainly seem that way. The Sultana will be pleased. Let's go and give her the good news, shall we?
He's probably thinking of Arenvald. Sometime earlier, inside Pagalthon Tower. Ah. The squish!
What in Ralga's name happened here?
The gods only know. But you can bet these poor sods aren't here by choice.
Quickly! We've got to get them free!
Are you sure you want to do that? No, 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 no. Hold on, bro. Yeah, see, bro.
Get back!
They're probably tempered.
No! What have I done?
It's too late for them. We're leaving, now!
What? Wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. Is that a Freet?
No!
Oh, come on,
Don't you
Arnvold.
dare! We came together and we're leaving together!
Arnvold, please. Also, is that Lunar Ifrit? What? Oh, hey, Stydian. I should have known you'd be there, be the one to end it. Mayhap now Tiamat will find some measure of solace. See the Amalja fighting alongside us brought to mind the Zun of the Crystarium. I pray that our people can forge bonds as strong as those of our counterparts in the First. That's right, because they were the first version of the Amalja. From what I could tell, there didn't seem to be many Imperial in the vicinity of the tower. Hopefully Arnvold will have used this opportunity to get in and out undetected. Yeah. Yeah. Tiamat did all she promised and more this day, but I doubt that she will be satisfied. Nay, she will fight on in defense of her children, whosoever they may be. It will take more than a single victory to wash away all the bad blood between men and the Amalja, but one has to start somewhere. Though the day is won, thanks in no small part to thy valor, the Telefori are far from defeated. Yet be that as it may, 'tis only right that we rejoice in Lunar Bahamut's banishment unto the ether. While it would be too much to hope that we have seen the last of Fandaniel, we have dealt with his schemes a telling blow this day, and that alone is cause to celebrate. And celebrate I will, when we have received word of Arnvold's safe return. Yeah, about that. Let's see, let's grab the crit materia. That's not crit. And then I think it's about time for a break. It's been more than an hour. Yep, trust available. Yeah, so let's go ahead and take a quick break. Chill out with the Stydian here. See, I have a lean on here, right? Yeah. Let's just chill with the Stydian real quick. Time to get up, Let's move over a bit more. Well done. Gotta get this scene right. Can I really not get closer to the pole? Come on. Gotta chill with the Stinian. Oh well. Okay, time to get up, go to the bathroom, get a snack, do whatever you need to, and I'll be right back. Alright. I like how on, like, Lalafel's, or rather on, actually, I think you can get that with multiple other, I believe the red panda can actually sit on a normal height person's shoulder as well. Not just Lalafel's, but on Lalafel's it's on their heads. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to Alphanode and get back on the MSQ. When the dust settles, Alphanode is minded to share his account of the events that unfolded in Pegglethon with the Sultana. Standing around here worrying is not going to help matters. Come, we must discuss the day's events with Pippin and her grace. Brave scions! Would that I could treat you with a hero's welcome, but I bear urgent news from the Phronistry. Stary. Your Grace, whatever is the matter? As our troops withdrew from Pegglethon, they came upon the 2 scouts sent to the nearby tower. I have yet to hear a full account, but it seems that one of them, your friend, I believe, had been wounded, and was being dragged away by the other. Oh man, the head shake. Oh no. I must go. Forgive me, Your Grace. What, Big Brother Estinian's gonna go help him? Nah, that doesn't sound like Estinian. Can you tell us aught of Arnvald's condition, Your Grace? The wounded scout. Not save that it is grave. The neurosurgeons tend to him even as we speak. The infirmary must be inundated with the wounded. If all of us go, we'll only get underfoot. Brilliant, Estinian, would you mind going after Alphanode? He may need some support from someone other than me. He's got to get both of his older siblings. I mean, Estinian's not exactly the one to want to do that, but he knows that he should. Thank you. The rest of us will see that the relevant people know what took place in Pegglethon. Come then. Come on then. Let's see, where's the infirmary? I'm just gonna call it the infirmary. Looks like Arnvald's not gonna be doing too good. Oh, it's right there. Okay. We're by the Alchemist Guild. I guess that makes sense. It's the Alchemist Guild, right? Yeah. There's Fordola. Instead of standing there gawping, why don't you tell your friend to stop whining like an underfed dog? People are fighting for their lives in there. Alphanode. Like, please, tell me something! Anything! Alphanode. Another one come to see the lad in silver armor. Master Denomont is attending to him as we speak. If you would be so kind as to wait. When did Mr. Demi Elliot. Okay, Demi Elliot say, tell me his words exactly. Enough, Alphanode, this isn't helping. Let them do their work. But, you're right, forgive me. When we said our farewells to Arnvald, I was afraid that something like this might happen. But now that it has, all we can do is wait. Yes. Yes, Alpha Node.
Fordola, have you been waiting here all this time?
We have done what we can. The rest is up to him.
May we see him?
I do not think that wise. You must let him sleep.
Thank you for bringing him back. He owes you his life.
No, she owes him her life.
I just wish I had been there.
And what would you have done?
Perhaps, I don't know. Perhaps I could have...
Oh, good, she's gonna go up and slap him. Oh, okay.
Could have what? Got tempered? Don't flatter yourself. You can't save everyone. No one can. Not even the warrior of bloody light. People die all the time, for no good reason. And those who take up the sword die quicker than most. If you're going to shed a tear every time a soldier falls on the battlefield, you'd best stay away. It's no place for the weak of heart.
Elfnod's grown, but he's still
It
has a
may
bit of
be
that naive
that
boy.
victory cannot be won without cost. But all life is precious, and I refuse to shrug at its loss.
All life is precious! Oh, you need to grow up, little man. Before your sparkling ideals get everyone killed.
No, we did that with AR.
You're right. He is idealistic. But the world has more than its fair share of realists, like you and me. It's people like him who dare to dream that things could be better and make it happen against all the odds. They are the ones whose names live on forever. The heroes.
Stinian saying this is great.
The battlefield's littered with would-be heroes. At this rate, you lot'll be next. And what'll become of your precious dreams then? They'll be gone. Like dust on the wind.
Dreams worth fighting for don't die so easily.
Again, it's Stinian saying this. Wonder if Estinian was over there and I could have walked over and talked to him. That would have been funny. Let's see if he's actually over there. Yep, he is. That's a woman. She plays at scorn, but her eyes are filled with sorrow. Sorrow deep enough to drown in. I know. There's nothing more I can do here. Come, let us rejoin the others. Ahem. Her Grace invites the Scions of the Seven Dawn to join her in the fragrant chamber. Your comrades have already arrived. Will the three of you be joining them? We will. Stoic nod. Stoic nod.
Your Grace, pray forgive us our lateness.
Think not of that. I understand a close comrade of yours was wounded in the line of duty. Arenvold. It was at the Alliance's behest that he risked all, and we are grieved to hear of his condition. Rest assured, he will receive the finest care our chirurgeons can provide. On that you have my word. Now, we would share with you the findings of the mission. Pippin, pray relate to our guests the details of Fordola's account.
First Bahamut, now Ifrit. Or Lunar Ifrit, as Fan Daniel would doubtless have it.
'Tis now all but certain that the towers were conceived to facilitate the summoning of primals by those imprisoned within. Less certain is the means by which the Telophoroi constrain the wills of said entities to enact their designs in defiance of the pleas of their victims.
Mayhap they do not. If mere proximity to the towers is enough to make loyal servants of the Empire's mortal enemies, it stands to reason that the same is true for those held captive. They invoke their gods for the good of Garlemald, and in their disturbed state of mind, summon a primal whose form reflects their own alteration.
It all begins to make sense. Upon closer inspection, I realized that the towers bear a striking resemblance to a much larger structure which Urianger and I observed from afar during our visit to the Imperial capital. Assuming it too is capable of tempering those in its immediate vicinity, it would go some way to explain the swiftness with which the Telophoroi managed to rally so many Imperials to their cause.
While the situation in Garlemald is indeed troubling, I fear we have more immediate concerns. Ifrit was not the only primal summoned. At approximately the same time, observers at several other towers bore witness to the emergence of further such entities. For a blessing, none appear to wield aught approaching the destructive power of Bahamut, and the Grand Companies are moving to deal with the threat even as we speak.
You need to only tell me where they are, Your Grace. The Grand Company, Your Grace. Is that wise? Stoic fist bump.
Though we are aware that the task will not be easy, we would call upon the Scions only as a last resort. Pray, conserve your strength for now.
That's right, these versions can't actually temper.
After all, it was not so very long ago that you rid us of Bahamut. On which note, I am pleased to report that our talks with the Amalja have reached an agreeable conclusion. They have pledged their full support to our cause. It is our hope that this historic agreement will encourage other tribes to join us at the negotiating table. And I know that I speak for all of the Allied leaders when I say that we will welcome them with open arms at such time as they do. Of course, this was only made possible by the feats of heroism performed at Paglfan. Moreover, we shall not allow the sacrifices of those fallen in battle to have been made in vain. As hope leads to victory, shall victory lead to a new dawn for Eorzea.
May these words ever be our guide, Your Grace.
Now, if you will forgive me, I must consult with the Syndicate on the matter of our new allies' integration. Till next we meet, my friends, I bid you safe travels and blessed respite.
Well then. I guess that was primal Ifrit that we saw. Amidst the great push for peace with the beast tribes, we would do well to remember that the old prejudices yet remain. It is a delicate political dance, and I do not envy the Sultana her task, nor any alliance leaders. If there is no reason to linger, I will take my leave. Oh, Stinian, you just got here! Stick around! Alphinaud knows only too well that sacrifices are an unavoidable part of conflict. But knowing something does not change how one feels about it. You yourself have shared the adventures of Arenvold, have you not? Then I shall say no more. With the secrets of the towers thus laid bare, our duty to prevent further abductions taketh on new import. Fail in this, and our enemy shall punish our negligence with the plague of primals. Even without the threat of tempering to contend with, the Grand Companies have quite a task on their hands. Regardless of her Grace's protestations. To the contrary, it may be best to dispatch a few of our own to assist in the endeavor. Remind me to mention it to Dataru, would you? Though we have won our first battle against the Telophori, and made significant discoveries to boot, the war has scarcely begun. We must steel ourselves for what lies ahead. Right then, unless anyone has any objections, I think it's about time we return to the Rising Stones. And that includes you, Alphinaud. Ardbald is in good hands here. Of course. You would doubtless mock me for pacing about the infirmary. Let us retire, then, that we might regain our strength in readiness of the coming challenges. If all are in agreement, then, I shall let Kryl know to expect us. A hot bath and a hearty meal shouldn't be beyond arranging with the time available. It will be good to be home. I have some thinking to do. Yes, I'll try asking him, and thank you. I shall look forward to it. Our comrades eagerly await our return, and Kryl in particular has a few matters she is keen to discuss, one of which concerns you, Estinian. Believe it or not, you will join us, won't you? Fine. Really? I thought you'd say something like, that Baldosian woman. If I refused, you would only pursue me. That's true. That's true. Let's get this over with, shall we? I think this is actually the end of 5.5, or very close to it. Let's see. Oh, that's the wrong window. Well, let's head over to Revan's Toll. Or, in Mordona. Let's see. Yeah, this should be the end of 5.5. Which makes me want to stop, because I'm tired, and that's a good stopping point. But let's go ahead and get in here, because this is probably going to be a long cutscene. Yeah, let's go ahead and watch the probable cutscene that's going to happen at the end here. Yep, there it is.
Welcome back.
Oops. I missed yes.
Thanks to Arenvold's selfless efforts, we may now be confident that we understand the function of the towers. But many questions remain regarding the reason for the summonings, and what lurks behind the looming edifice in Garlemald. Until such questions are answered, we will struggle to devise an effective strategy for thwarting the Telophoroi's stated aim. Nothing less than the destruction of this star. And so, given the gravity of the situation, I move that we petition the aid of Sharlayan.
Ooh, that's right. Yeah, all of them were like, wait, what?
'Tis possible the ancient knowledge preserved within our archives may hide a clue to our enemy's methods. But given Sharlayan's established policy of non-intervention, our former colleagues are not like to aid us in its discovery.
Yeah, they're closed off.
Oh, I well remember what they're like. The Forum's barefaced refusal to assist you in the days prior to the calamity must rank as Sharlayan's most shameful act since the Exodus. But were the final days to be reenacted, it would spell doom for us all. Surely even they cannot turn a blind eye to that.
I don't know about that, Cryo.
I trust we are all of the same mind on this matter. Urgent as it seemed, I took the liberty of petitioning the Alliance for leave to act as Eorzea's emissary, and have since received their blessing.
Okay, so Cryo's gonna go negotiate with them.
I presume your role as a student of Baldessian will carry some weight with the Forum?
One can but hope. If truth be told, our organization has been a shadow of its former self ever since the disappearance of the Isle of Val. But the name does still retain some degree of prestige. I only pray it will be enough.
Also, I did start Eureka.
If there are no objections, I shall depart for Sharlayan at once. But before I do, I should also mention the other matter to which I would devote some time during my stay. After hearing what transpired in the first, I began to question the true nature of Hydaelyn's blessing. A topic I have discussed at some length with Y'shtola.
Okay, that's why she said not to worry about it for that
We were
at the time.
wondering, when was the last time Hydaelyn spoke to you directly?
Oh yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah. Was it in the Crystarium? I think it was actually the Dragonsong War. Yeah. Because the Crystarium was different.
When you regained her blessing, was it not? But never since. Not in all your time in the first, when you faced the Unsundered, the very heart of Zodiark.
History shows us that Hydaelyn is able to awaken the echo in her chosen, convey her will directly, and grant the blessing of light. To our knowledge, however, she has not sought to intervene in man's affairs for some considerable time.
And why is that?
Might not the explanation for that lie with her choice of champion? Mayhap she is content to trust in her judgment.
Mayhap she is. But following my initial discussion with Kryl, I made inquiries of my own. And as far as I am able to tell, Hydaelyn has not made her will known to anyone.
During my time in the First, the Oracle of Light spoke to me through Reen. But that was not the will of Hydaelyn. It was Minfilia herself.
Indeed. And while she and Hydaelyn were inextricably linked, Minfilia yet acted of her own volition. A messenger, yes, but one who spoke with her own voice.
I wonder, could Hydaelyn's silence suggest the presence of some disruptive force, perhaps? Some obstacle to communication? While I share Urianger's high opinion of your conduct, I see no reason why she would deny you her guidance altogether. Then again, who am I to say? The fact is, we simply don't know. But if the explanation is to be found anywhere, I can think of worse places to look than the archives of Sharlayan, and their research on the Ethereal Sea in particular. Resolved though I am to go, believe me when I say that I take no pleasure in the thought of leaving you a member short. Now, of all times. Estinian, we stand on the eve of a struggle that will decide the fate of this star. One in which we Scions may play a telling part, yet we are but few in number. And so I must ask you again, will you join us?
Alphinaud, please.
You see the world the way you want it to be. I see the world the way it is. You are idealistic to a fault. But I know you would never turn your back on those in need. Never close your eyes to their suffering. And somehow, your deeds lend truth to your words, giving the lie to my doubts in so doing. I have seen others draw strength from your belief. In Ishgard, in Alamigo. You inspired them to stand up and fight. To win, no less. And even when you lost those you held dear, you carried their spirit with you and made their memory your guiding light. The burden of so many hopes and dreams would be too heavy for most to bear. But you bear it willingly, as you have shown me. Some dreams are too important to let go. If you have need of my strength, it's yours. After all you've done, how could I refuse?
Yeah.
Thank you, Estinian. Whatever challenges await us, I shall not falter. You have my word.
And now, I may bid you farewell. Safe in the knowledge that all is as it should be. In this little corner of the world, at least.
You will be sorely missed. Tread warily in Sharlayan, and do try not to let the Forum embroil you in their politics. A forlorn hope, I know, given the individuals involved.
Oh, he would know.
I shall do my very best. Farewell.
By the way, I do know who is the leader of Sharlayan. I also know we do go to Old Sharlayan. In Endwalker. Now we should probably get one more cutscene. Yep, there we go. Mirror Mile in the Imperial Palace, as usual. Are these all primal weapons? That'd be pretty cool if they were. I see there's several a bunch of ironworks weapons.
Well, does this one meet with your approval? Apparently not. Or could it be that you're still upset about the
He wanted to
dragons?
fight the dragons, didn't he?
You are unwise to remind me of so costly a failure. It will not affect our plans, I trust.
Oh, hardly at all. Though, admittedly, the chances of us being able to procure any more Mericidian dragons are rather slimmer following Tiamat's reappearance. Oh, but the seeds have been sown, my lord. We have only to wait for them to quicken. Speaking of preparations, is it safe to assume that you will be ready to control you-know-what?
The hour draws nigh. This nation, forged for Ascian ends, will finally prove its worth.
A mighty empire, now no more than an instrument of this star's destruction. What a pleasure it will be to put it to use. Which brings me back to our earlier topic. My lord, while I appreciate that it is not an easy decision, it really is past time you chose your weapon.
There is one that I have been meaning to test.
It's gonna be the scythe, isn't it? I've seen his scythe before.
Well, not quite what I was expecting. Though I will say, it does seem rather apt.
They're not gonna show it? Oh well. Almost done. This is the last. This should be the end of 5.5. Let's go ahead and talk to everyone, and then we'll wrap things up for today. And then we'll do 5.55 on Saturday. If I am to pursue this course, I must be prepared for the hardships that lie ahead. If you've need for my lance, I'll be ready. If not, I'll be reserving my strength in preparation for the next battle. But since you are here, I have a question. The Scions are in close contact with the East Aldernon Trading Company of Krugane, yes? I was wondering if they could place an order for some sun-dried squid. I don't seem to be able to find it in these parts. Okay. Though we know not the full extent of Telophories' schemes, preventing further abductions must take precedence above all else, for therein lieth the key to depriving our enemy of its most potent weapons. But they've got Xenos. That's their most potent weapon, right? The sudden appearance of the towers will surely not have escaped the forum's notice. I would like to think they would be receptive of Kryle's request for cooperation in investigating the matter. Sorry, I can't say that with a straight face. But unfortunately, their reputation would suggest otherwise. Right, because he actually didn't study at the Studium. But Alpha Node, Alize, I believe Ishtola, and Urianger all studied at the Studium, and Kryle. But I don't think Thancred did. It strikes me odd that rather than marching on one of the city-states, the Telephory have so far made only sporadic attacks. I doubt they'd go to the trouble of putting up all of those towers, if that was all they had in store for us. None can deny that Heidelin's blessing has been a great boon to our cause, but much remains unknown with regard to her true intentions. Given everything we have learned from our encounters with the Ascians, we must keep our minds open to any and all possibilities. Amidst all the fighting, it's easy to forget that what we have achieved, isn't it? I mean, we cured Tiamat. Tiamat, for heaven's sakes! You will tell me if I've become insufferably smug, won't you? Why change? Because the way things are going, it feels like a definite possibility. Elsa, you've been smug this whole time. What do you mean becoming smug? Well, it looks like I'm going to have to have a busy few moons. Not that I ever seemed to be anything but. Thancred's got me dispatching troops to every corner of the realm, which is not to say I don't trust the Alliance, because I do. But when it comes to putting down primals, nobody does it better than us. Well, than you lot, and more accurately. You won't catch me trading blows with a primal in the near future, but for every fell fiend you vanquish, there's countless meals to arrange, baths to fill, sheets to wash, stores to replenish, and the list goes on. Coin to be made. People to be scammed, I mean, what? Which is where I come in, and gladly, mind you. It's the least I can do to support the scions who risk life and limb, like poor Arnvald. I wish there was something we could do for him, but we'll just have to settle for saying the odd prayer and keeping the roof above over our heads. It wouldn't do to have him come back to a complete shambles, now would it? But that's enough of my rambling. Off you go and get some rest. If there are any developments, I promise you'll be the first to know. Not for naught. Well, that finishes up 5.5. And that's all we're going to do for now, or for today. That's going to be all for today. I had intended to try and finish... Whoops. I had intended to... finish up... or try and do 5.55 this weekend as well. But we didn't get to that. So that's going to be all for today. We'll work on 5.55 on Saturday. And that will finish up the post-Shadowbringers MSQ. But until then, goodbye.